If I can adjust my shit.
All right, what's going on, every one of y'all's? Welcome to Beer and Cheese Tuesday. How are you doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful, fantastic world? So we got another round of cheese and beer for you. And of course, we have Bumpy Road Brewery and Miscellaneous Magnets here. I appreciate it. And anyone else that would like to show up from the back end link, you are more than happy to come on up. So we'll go from the top, and then we'll come around, kind of how it always is. So, let me turn my volume down. My bad. Okay, my phone. All right. So, Bumpy, you ready?
All right, I'm going to give this my best shot. So, the beer that I have is from 14th Star Brewing Company. They're out of St. Albans, Vermont, and this is their maple breakfast stout. Comes in at 6.5% ABV, and it is a breakfast stout, which basically means it's a coffee stout brewed with real maple syrup. And I'm guessing it's probably Vermont maple. Yeah, with 100% Vermont maple syrup. And Northern Bayou cold brew coffee.
Nice.
Yeah, let's go ahead and crack into this. And
what was the percentage on that again?
6.5%.
Oh, 6.5, okay.
The cheese, before I crack into that, the cheese I have is also from Vermont. Vermont Farmstead, and it's maple cheddar. So it says that it is Vermont maple cream milled into aged cheddar. Proper glassware. We're gonna have the glass that looks like fall with all this fall type stuff. So it's got that kind of mocha looking head to it type bubbles. Color of the beer itself is a brown. It's got the caramel and reddish hues there at the bottom. It's pretty much just a brown colored stout. The aromas on this. Well, you get some coffee in there. Tad bit of maple on the nose. It doesn't really jump off as like a maple syrup. But a little bit of kind of that roasted barley type note in there. And that's about it. For the first swig, so cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
All right, so I get kind of that maple flavor in the forefront, and then a little bit of a coffee burst. Then it kind of goes into this real big grainy malt flavor, heavy grain malt. It's I know there's no like real super bitterness to it, but it does have that kind of balance and bitterness there at the end with it. I'm not digging the graininess in this. All right. Anyways, let's move on from the beer for right now. With the cheese. I can't really smell maple in this. It has that kind of sharp cheddar smell with a little bit of like a almost like a sour nuttiness to it. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little chunk. It's a dry cheese. So yeah, you definitely get the cheddar. I'm not sure where it fall under on if it's like an extra sharp or what or mild, but tastes kind of like a cheddar cheese a little bit. Getting a little bit of that kind of like sour nuttiness. Mm. Not a real big fan on this one either. All right, let's see how these two go together. I don't know. They mix okay. At least I'm not really picking up as much graininess in the beer. Um, the cheese remains the same pretty much throughout. You're getting the little bit of maple from the beer, anyways. That I'm not really getting out of the cheese. So I mean, with the cheese and the beer together, it kind of gives the cheese the appearance of having that maple flavor in it. Yeah, kind of how I'm feeling on this one. I used to like this beer. I picked it up years ago. I'm not sure.
So
Not sure what's up, but
Vanessa was wondering, I kind of flaked a little bit on my brain. Can you tell her what cheese you had again? She was wondering what you had on.
oh,
that
it's
one.
yeah, maple cheddar.
That's right. I was trying to think. Okay, maple cheddar. All right. Some fish. Happy birthday, all you chat people. I'm just kidding. Merry Christmas and happy Hanukkah and happy Easter. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks, Bumpy, man. That was awesome. That's good. That's good. So, I mean, it kind of just went
sounded
with
a little
it.
ho hum.
Or, I mean, you just didn't know what to think about it.
I didn't really care for either one of these today
Okay.
on their own.
Right.
But I mean, at least the cheese and the beer do seem to go together with the maple. Like I said,
Right.
the beer has a bit more maple flavor than the cheese does. So when you combine them, you kind of get that mapleness in it. And the cheese at least seems to cut out that huge grain
Right.
maltiness in the finish of this beer. So
Right on.
I guess they kind of worked. They worked together better than alone. So.
Alone,
Nice.
yeah. Probably I know alone. Yeah. Well, cool, man. All right. Cheryl just dropped in. And some
Hey,
fish.
Cheryl.
Welcome to you guys. Thank you. Cool. So miscellaneous, man. It's up to you now. What you got going on?
All right. So today I have beer that I've never heard of. I've never heard any of our crew talking about the specific style, but this is another beer by Untitled Art in a collaboration with Jackie O's Brewing. Sorry, it's like a really white label. This is a 12%. They're out of Waunakee, Wisconsin. This is a barley wine milkshake. So I guess it's similar to like a milkshake IPA, but it's a barley wine instead. It's got lactose in it. I've never tried it. I had one other beer by this company, and it was awesome. So let's check it out. Dude, I have no idea what to expect out of this. So
Did you get a hiss on it?
I don't know.
I don't know if I heard one. Deadpool.
All right, not a lot of head. Fingernail. It's white. Obviously, it's gonna dissipate fairly quick. It's got a rich amber color to it. It's pretty clear. It's definitely I don't know. It's pretty clear. I could see fingers through it. Not a very effervescent. Definitely see some particles floating around in there as well. On the nose, definitely malty. Got a grainy kind of sweet smell coming off of it. Yeah, not sure. So cheers. Let's figure out what this is all about.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's good. Man, it's really different because it says there's a lactose in this, and the look of it is messing with my brain.
You're thinking milkshake.
Yeah. It's very clean drinking. Smooth for 12%. I didn't get any alcohol on the nose. I'm not really getting any when I drink it. It's almost got like a caramel and a toffee. Very sweet. Doesn't dry off. Sticks with you there on the palate. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty good. Very, very much so a barley wine. That's for sure. Anyway, so after last week, the whole Asiago cheese incident thing, I figured let's check it out. I've got some Bellagrucio Asiago, unique, tastes like no other. Crafted in Wisconsin, aged over 5 months. It says this is an award-winning cheese and it's gluten-free. So, all right, smell of the cheese. It's very robust. It's like got a nutty, sour, almost like a yeasty kind of smell coming off of it. So, I've eaten this cheese before, not in this particular fashion, and I like it. It almost yeah, it does. Paul's got it right there. It does have it does have the feel of a nitro. It's very, very silky and smooth on the palate and in the mouth. It's got almost like a little bit of that footiness, but doesn't smell like a gorgonzola would to me. That's got more of like a funky, dirty sock kind of smell. Got a few different shredded some, got a little couple slices, and I got a pretty good sized chunk here because I don't want to be a sissy and not try a big piece of it. So, all right, let's dive in.
Cheers.
Very dry. It's very brittle when you cut it. Kind of have a hard time actually getting a slice of this, because usually when you see it, it's usually either grated or shredded. It's very sharp on the tongue. You do get a bit of fruity flavors on the back of the tongue. As the more it sits, it's almost like reminiscent of like garlic for me. I don't know. I like it. It's good. Definitely wouldn't want to be taking bites of this off of the block, but I really like it. So let's go ahead and try it with the beer and see what happens. Figured opposites attract. I don't know. Well, um, it definitely brought down the sweetness of the beer. Um, could still taste the cheese on its own, and you could sorry, taste the beer too. Actually, it's pretty good. They play pretty nice together. So I'm gonna have a little bit more and form a better opinion, and then I guess we'll score.
Nice. All right. Sounds great. I just opened mine up, and I won't say it just yet because nobody knows I have. But it's pretty strong. Um, that was a good review, good beer, good everything. Thank you, Miss Lenny's. Um, Bumpy Road, man. Back to you. Your name. I just realized that's why you do that. Because it's a bumpy road. Okay, sorry, I'm off target here. Off the whole thing. So, no, everything's good. Well, cool, man. Good reviews so far. I've also got Asiago. We kind of did it in. We're like, hey, we're gonna get some Asiago and try it just to see what our reaction is to what Bumpy went through. But so it's definitely a strong cheese. It's meant for grating, for sure. But I did get some thin slices. I'm gonna go ahead and go on the beer first. These are some beers I've had a couple of them before, and it was hit and miss. They're usually just like an IPA. They're from Huntington Beach, California, Southern California, right above San Diego, about an hour and a half from San Diego, north of them. But Beechwood Brewing Company. This is the amalgamator, and it's got a cool hop logo thing there. But
Crazy name.
yeah, I had to think about how to pronounce it. 7.1%, 70 IBUs. And it's a West Coast style IPA, so it's definitely gonna have that nice bitter back end, I'm sure. Massive dry hop charge of mosaic hops. So, and it's saying passion fruit, blueberry, dank resin, citrus notes. So I'm kind of using Mosaic, Warrior, Columbus, and Amarillo, which are all Mosaic. I don't know. The other three were always something I was familiar with in the past. The little older hops, like more. The Mosaic came out. When did Mosaic come out? Is what I'd like to know. I never did my research on that. Hey, how's it
What's
going?
up, man?
All right, man.
I didn't know if I was too late for this.
Oh, you're fine. In fact, actually, I could wait and let you go, and I can do this after. I'm glad you're here. Do you want me to wait?
No, go ahead and finish what you're doing.
I'm more than happy to let all my you guests go first. No, I'm just glad you're here. I appreciate it. I
ain't even got my cheese open yet.
We'll go through mine, then we'll do you after. That's fine.
That will work great.
Sweet, man. I'm just glad you're here. Thank you.
Thank you for.
Yeah, no problem. So these guys are out of Huntington Beach, California. I used to bodyboard the waves there all the time. It's a great
Put yourself
beach.
back up.
Oh yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I wasn't thinking about that. So yeah, let's open it. It's canned 3/20/20. It's fairly fresh, so we're good.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, probably more of an old school style kind of feel to it. I don't know. We'll find out. Classic style is what I'm saying. It really does look like an American IPA. It's or a West Coast. I didn't wash my glass at all. It's very wow. It's effervescent as hell. 2-finger head. Yeah, it's got the citrus. It's got the grapefruit. Got the kind of a piney bite in the back. I can't smell it over the fucking Asiago. Hold on, let me get back here, dude.
Oh,
I get a little, actually, like a little slight hint of, there's some berry notes in there for sure. I get some berry. I don't know about blueberry, but I get berry. I get like strawberry and raspberry and weird shit. I get a little mango. I get the grapefruit. I get a little pineapple. Slight hint of tangerine. Crazy shit. This is complex in the nose, man. It's a white head. It's kind of a soapy head. It's pretty fragile. The glass wasn't washed very well, so there's bubbles everywhere. It was very turbid inside. It's kind of calmed down a little after I poured it, but it's hazy. It's dull hazy. It's you can see my hand, but you can't make out what it is on the other side. Let's taste it. This is actually one of the better ones. This, like I said, hit and miss. It's very citrusy. It's got a little lemon in there, actually, that I didn't notice in the aroma. Lemon, a little mango, even. There's some tropical coming out. Piney, bitter back finish. In the finish is a little piney and dry. Very nice. The mouthfeel is very. It's a medium mouthfeel. The body is. Did I say that wrong? It's a medium bot. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now, dude. I didn't get to have any drinks before this session, so forgive me. No, the mouth feels pretty pleasant though. It's not bad. It's like kind of it's kind of nice. It's kind of light and refreshing. It's not. It feels lighter than it is. It's got a medium body though, for sure. It's got enough flavor and punch in there to really like make it medium to me. I don't know. It's good. It's a good beer. It's bitter. It's citrusy. I think it'll off flavor any bad flavors I get out of the. It'll put on some good flavors into this Asiago. I think. Hopefully, we'll find out. So we got the Asiago. We got the Boar's Head Asiago, and it is definitely pungent, like that of any Parmesan or any kind of like shreddy kind of cheese. It's a hard cheese. It's definitely been aged 6 months plus. They say the softer ones are less aged. So this is definitely a harder, more firm cheese. Let's go ahead and taste it. It's got an old. It tastes like Parmesan. It tastes kind of like Parmesan cheese, like what you would put on, I don't know, your pizza or even over your salad or whatever you got going on. It's pungent. It's definitely rich. It's definitely aged. Very salty. I can see why they said to mix this with. One of them was an IPA. That's why I picked this. It does play off kind of. There is kind of like a vegetal. I was saying this in the back, and it is kind of like a vegetal taste, like a citrus vegetal kind of. I don't know if mine tastes very footy, but it's definitely got this like. I don't know. It's a very good flavor. That saltiness really makes it nice, and I can really see this IPA working well with it. It does have kind of an acidy, like throw uppy kind of feel up in the nasal area as you like swallow it down. In big chunks like this, though, like if you shred it, it's gonna be different, I'm sure, or with other things, other foods. And see that kind of you still get that throw up acidy feeling in the back, like after you threw up. And you get like that, and it kind of burns your throat. I don't know. I know it's gross, but I've thrown up before, where you burp and you throw up a little bit and you swallow it back down and it's nasty, but you don't know what to do. Yeah, it's that kind of like, stomach acid shit taste. But it works well with a very bitter beer like this. This is nice especially on the finish. A bitter finish, a nice West Coast works really well with this. I think it does. I'm all right with it. It's lingering though. It's lingering in the mouth on my tongue, and it's pulling through all these weird, funky flavors. So hold on, wait. I gotta get this out, dude. Yeah, I'm trying. Seriously, like it's pretty pungent. So right on. I'm good. This has been a thrill. I got my ideas. All right, man. I'm so glad you're here, Whiskey Scout, man. Thank you so much, man.
And
Appreciate it.
all I have is stout beers. So what I had for cheese, and I bought it today because I like to try new cheeses. This is a Murray's, and this is a Wensleydale with cranberries, so it's a fruity cheese. Well, I got home, and all I have is 3 chiladas and some stouts, and I'm not about to try a chilada with the cranberry cheese. It's just, I don't see how that would work. So I sorted through the stouts, and I settled on probably staying with, I went with the 903 coconut macaroon stout.
Ooh.
Nice.
And it's 10.8% alcohol by volume. And I like coconut macaroon stuff, but I think maybe the coconut should probably blend well with the tartness of the cranberries. That's my hope. So we will see how it goes. I mean, I don't know. I've had cranberry cheeses before, but never Wensleydale. And I don't know much about Wensleydale. Just to me, it tastes kind of like a white cheddar. It's real similar to white cheddar. And of course, the stout's pouring rather nicely. It's building really well. Oh, this is going to be good. I might just say screw the cheese. Oh, I can already smell the coconut and that wafer bready sweetness you get from the macaroon style cookies. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like how?
Mm. Oh yeah. The stout is excellent. I've had several offerings from the 903. It's out of Texas. I forget what part. It's North Texas. I remember that much, but I ain't got time to go surfing on here. You guys got Sherman, Texas, which, yeah, is north of Dallas. It's right
You're
south
totally
of
fine.
Oklahoma line. And so the stout is bringing they have excellent beers. We're getting all the good stout, imperial stout kind of flavors with the bitterness in the back of the tongue on the sides. And when it settles really well in the back of the throat. And the coconut shines. You're still getting that breadiness with a little more sweetness, though, in the palate than I got on the nose. Good mouthfeel, excellent coating. That's good stuff. That's a great beer.
Yeah, right.
All right, now to the cheese. Now, the Wensleydale I had before didn't have no fruit in it. It was just plain, I'm sorry, I keep looking down at the cheese. It's just it reminded me of a white cheddar. And actually, I cut it up and I put it on I make my grilled cheeses. I always experiment. I mean, I put different cheeses together and I just enjoy doing that. I mean, and sometimes you get some concoctions that work and sometimes some that don't work. But the Wensleydale with the cheddar and I put the Longhorn on it. That was a really good combination. Anyway, back to this. It's a crumbly, it's not overly it's soft, but slightly crumbly. I've never described cheese before, guys, so you're just going to have to help me.
Oh, that's awesome. Great.
But, it's got it breaks, but it's soft.
Yeah.
Has a good soft texture.
Kind of
It's
sharp,
like a Colby Jack almost. Moist but crumbly.
Very, yeah. The cranberries, there's a sweetness to it. The cranberries add a little bit of tartness. Oh, the cheese is good too. Nothing wrong with the cheese. In fact, I will probably eat all this. Not in front of you guys, but it probably won't make the night. And it's got a good texture because the cranberry skins add just a little bit of texture behind the cheese. The cheese crumbles real well in the mouth. There's a nice sweetness, almost honey-like. There's a tartness from the cranberry. those are the main things I'm getting. I just don't have the words for it like you guys do.
Oh, you're doing great.
But it has almost a cheddar. If you've had white cheddar, it's kind of similar to white cheddar. It's not as firm, but it's similar in taste wise to me for white cheddar.
Nice.
So
with the cranberries though.
With the cranberries, that adds a level of tartness to it that you don't normally get.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps. I mean, I like goat cheese, and when we buy that one goat cheese, and I don't know the name brand of, I can't remember it, but they roll it in this berry, like almost it's not jelly, but it's like a berry mix that they.
Oh, yeah, Beer Man had one of those.
Oh yeah, you don't like those?
Oh, I
those
love
are delicious.
You serve that, you make an omelet and cut about 3 pieces and lay on top of the omelet for breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then just kind of put it in the
very nice.
Where it melts on top of it, the little spot on the top of the oven, just the little melt. Oh, it's good stuff.
Yeah,
anyway.
I imagine.
I'm really going
I'm hungry, man. Damn it. What are you doing to me?
But anyway, with the cramp, I mean, I don't know if you want me to give scores yet or just enjoy it for a little bit. I need to
enjoy it for a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of get familiar with the flavors.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Let me get you off, man. All right, sweet, man. Let me get
do the combo, and then we'll go around and last thoughts.
Oh yeah. Try it together. That's right. You haven't done that yet. Shit. Let's do that.
No. They're both really good. I mean, they're good together, but I think a lighter beer is needed with this. I don't think this is too heavy a beer for this. And like I said, I was limited in choice. I had CBS, KBS Espresso, and a few others. They're all stouts. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
Even this one needs a lighter beer. It's good. They're both good, stand on their own very well. They'll be all right, but I think as a combo, they're probably not. It's not a good. It doesn't mix. It doesn't meld. So
no.
I'll enjoy it, but the beer will be gone, and I'll still be eating the cheese.
Well, yeah, like a lighter cheese. It's crazy. Like saisons go really good with, or like a goza or a sour. Actually, a sour goes really good with goat cheese, and that's what I found out. But with that blueberry goat cheese, that is fucking phenomenal.
Well, no, this
like rolled in that shit, like you were saying. Oh my god, it's so. Yeah. But that sounded, a lighter beer definitely, I think would definitely make that right. So no, that's cool. That's cool. That's what this is all about, though, right? Just finding out what the hell goes with what, and it's just all in the tricks. So right on. Thank you. Well, Bumpy, man, what you think about your stuff? What you think?
Well,
on the small.
The beer, the maple breakfast stout. Since the base of it seems to be that extreme grain maltiness, that really ruins the experience of the stout. So I mean, like I said, I've had it before, and I don't think it had that kind of graininess to it like it does now. So I don't know if it's just bad batch or this thing's got 1 month left of its best by date as well. So, and being a stout, you would think that it would have a good shelf life. So I'm not sure how old this thing is. I don't like best by dates. I like born on dates. But yeah, this one, I'm gonna give it like an 83 out of 100. I mean, it did still have that kind of little bit of maple flavor in there. The coffee's not coming off harsh because I don't like harsh coffee flavored beers. So I mean, that's all good. It's not super bitter tail end, which I also like. So I don't like super bitter stouts all the time. Sometimes they work, but for the most part, I like them to be a little bit sweeter. But yeah, it's just like graininess to it just ruins it for me. So yeah, 83 out of 100 for it.
All right.
The cheese itself, I mean, it's not like horrible, but with the whole maple thing where they did this maple cream that is supposed to be in this cheese, and really I cannot detect any maple at all.
Wow.
It just, I don't know. I'd much rather just have a really good slice of cheddar. Like this is just cheddar's okay. It's just it's a little bit off for me. So still, I think it's better than the beer itself. So I'm gonna give the cheese an 88 out of 100.
Nice. All right.
Once again, mostly because it's missing that maple and stuff. The combo together, like I said, it kind of, you take both of them, put them together with the cheese still in the mouth. It adds the maple from the beer to what you would want in the cheese, I think. So that helps out the cheese in that fashion with the beer, and then the cheese in return helps out the beer because it kind of, with that sharp, damn it, I can't even talk. Cheddar note that remains through
Got my
the beer.
disease.
It kind of takes out the grainy maltiness that's throughout this beer. So combination, I think they do work together. I'm gonna give it a 90 out of 100 for that.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
The combo. So
What's so what I'm thinking is cheers arcade. I'll just say it out. How you doing? Meow. Uh, so what I'm thinking is maybe the fact that I'm just, it's just a personal thought. Like maybe you compared, maybe the comparison was too similar as far as like maple being there and maple being in the beer, and then
maybe I'm not
other
picking up in the
flavors
cheese as much.
and not picking up the cheese as much. Yeah.
Maybe.
So that's what I'm thinking. But I mean, awesome. I mean, this is great. This is what, again, like I said, this is what it's all about. So no, this is awesome. So if anyone's planning on using a cheese for their food one night, their recipe, now you know what you can mix with your beers. So all right. Well, miscellaneous, man. What you think of your stuff, man?
All right. So on the Jackie O's Untitled Art, the barley wine milkshake, for 12% beer, this has great drinkability. It's very smooth, clean, great mouthfeel, very, very rich. It's definitely a sweeter beer. Definitely malt forward presence all the way. It's gotten a little warmer. It's putting off a little bit of like some stout smell qualities to it. Got some deep, robust smells coming out of there. But I really liked it. I had no idea what I was getting into when I bought this. It was spare of the moment. I almost went saison, but I'm really happy with this. And I'm gonna score it a 5 out of 5 for a barley wine, especially with that has lactose in it, and I've never had anything like this. And the drinkability of it is phenomenal. You wouldn't, if you picked this up and nobody told you how strong alcohol it was, you would never even know. It definitely has sessionable quality to it. So the cheese, me personally, I really liked it. I like some of those harder cheese, your Parmesan, your Romano, your Asiago. Very tasty. The cheese alone, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna put it at a 95. I really enjoyed this cheese. It was absolutely tasty. I loved it. Together, it was okay. The cheese brought down some of the malty sweet notes in the beer, which was good. They both stood on their own. I could still taste the cheese. I could still taste the beer. So together, I'm going to put it at a 93. And I've got me a nice fat hunk of this here. I'm going to put it down just because. Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers. I hope you get the stomach file note.
Oh, Jesus.
It's there. That's way too much. You should not eat it like that.
No. Small proportions.
Still good though, man.
Yeah, nice, man. Well, cool. Thanks, man. No, that's good. What was your what was the last score, the combined score?
93.
93. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Cool, man. Thank you. So Whiskey Scout, man, I'm gonna let you go ahead and give your score and all that too. Before I do so. Yeah.
Well, I do have a fondness for coconut macaroon beers. I mean, because with that macaroon cookie, like you get the vanilla, the breadiness to it, the roasted malts, almost a chocolate note to it, along with the coconut, and the coconut's very bold to the front, and it's a toasted coconut. You can definitely tell it's toasted, not fresh. It's a very well made beer, and I do skew heavily to coconut flavored beers. I always have. So this is going to get probably an abnormally high score for me. I'm going to score to 96 because
Wow.
it's really, really good. And I like stouts, and I like coconut stouts especially. The one from brewery, coconut macaroon, that got 100, I think, or 99 or 100. It's even better than this. Don't taste the alcohol in it at all. I mean, it drinks so good. That's all I left, and I'm savoring.
Nice.
To the cheese, this will be the first time I think I've ever given a score on cheese that I know of. I like the Wensleydale. It's a good cheese. In fact, it's a cheese, I think, though, that you just slice and enjoy on your own. I don't think you really want to mix it with anything, and definitely not with the stout. The stout's really not helping. They're not helping each other out. They're not necessarily fighting each other. I mean, I'm not getting no horrible tastes or flavors from it. I mean, they're not clashing, but they're just kind of so-so together, if that makes any sense.
Right.
But the cheese by itself, too, I really like this. I mean, this is a good slice a few slices cheese and sit down and watch a movie and eat a couple of pieces and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So the cheese is going to get a 95. I really like this Wensleydale. The Wensleydale, I don't know if you guys can read that. Wensleydale Cranberry.
Very clearly. Nice.
Okay.
Look at those chunks of cranberry in that, though.
Oh,
That's
it's loaded with them.
Oh, wow.
Loaded with them.
That sounds awesome.
The tart, the I'm going too fast. The cranberry works with the sweetness in the cheese. The tartness of the cranberry and the sweetness of the cheese, that's what helps make it a 95. So I think I gave the beer, like I said, 96 out of 100, no problem, good stuff, 95. But as a combo, 85, because it's just,
there you go.
It's not bad, it's not good. It's just, you can drink them, but they don't really help each other.
All right. Oh,
I
that's
had
good.
high hopes for that, man. I really thought that sounded like it was gonna go together really well.
They're both excellent products. It's just they don't fight each other, but they don't help each other. You either look for something that accents in a pairing or something that clashes, but the clash fits into pieces that are missing. And it doesn't do either, really. It just I would rather. Let me ask a question. Just a. Have you ever had a cheese that's worked well with just a stout?
Yes.
A good cheddar.
Cheddar, okay.
Cheddar, a good
nice
sharp cheddar.
Creamy cheddar, man, with a nice
Salty.
sweeter. I did think I did mine with like a dessert stout. It was really good.
That's something to look forward to, and that kind of gives me some bearing because
Spicy too. You can get some spices in that cheese.
Yeah, I did that too.
Yeah,
That worked really good.
Right.
The sweet with the heat,
as well as
even
with an IPA. So if you were to mix that with an IPA, it would be good too. But
they're both excellent. I just wish they helped each other more.
I bet that cheese would be really good with an IPA. A good, maybe even like a good bitter, just a good bitter American freaking IPA, like a traditional straight up or even a West Coast IPA like I had. It'd be perfect, dude.
If I would have had any light beer other than I got 3 chiladas up there, 3 different kinds because I always like trying new chiladas, and I just can't see it working with this cheese. I just don't see the
tomato clam.
Yeah, I got a clamato with extra lime, and I got a I got a michelada, then I got a soul chilada. So
Right.
I don't think any one of those 3 is going to help this.
Well, at least it's a passing score, so that's good.
Yeah, no, it's there's no.
Sorry.
Like I said, there's no awkwardness to it. It's just not. They're just not.
It's just the tabs kicking in. Don't worry.
The beer's kicking in on me. Oh no, thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's good. That's a good score. So on their own, that's good, and together, that's even not bad. So cool. I mean, as far as mine goes, it's a strong, pungent cheese. It should be grated. It's not meant for eating in chunks. Maybe a slight, a thin slice over your salad. That awesome with some blue cheese or ranch dressing. Sounds good. I really liked the cheese alone wasn't bad. Maybe the cheese we'll give it a 90. It's not. I mean, it's a high score, but it wasn't terrible, and I kept eating it. So it, even though it gave me that foul throw up smell taste. But with the beer, it really simmered it down. It was like a fire extinguisher. It took away a lot of that footy, weird odor and nastiness in the mouth. The strength of the cheese, it took away a lot of that. The citrus, the bitter, the hops, everything. All the alphas in this beer just totally took it out and allowed me to be able to break down the cheese and taste it and blend it well. The beer alone probably get a 94. I was gonna go by my other score, but I think together I would probably give this an 89. 89. Passing high B, not bad. It's a strong fucking cheese, so
Indeed.
Yeah, like you said, whenever I use Asiago, usually I just a few shreds on maybe the top of my pizza.
Right.
I don't really use it for much else.
Right. Yeah, that's what it's for. And they mix it with Parmesan. They mix it with with the other what's
Romano.
the other one? Romano. Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what you get in on your Caesar salad. They use the 3 cheese blend.
3 cheese, yeah. And they all work well together. They all work perfectly well together. And I imagine an IPA with that salad would be pretty good. Or even a Saison, a nice Saison or a nice
I almost went that route. I almost got a Saison to go with this.
That would go very well. I think that barnyardy, nice, crisp, somewhat
I figured funk versus funk, you might get something good out of it. I don't know.
Extra funky.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Well, cool, man. This has been good. We have, we're in about an hour here almost. I think I'm good with the time frame. Next week it'll be going on again. Do you guys have anything to shout out for the week? I definitely want to, make sure that's out there. And if there's anything you want to show to people, shout out to people to let them know. So,
well, on William Kepley's page there, you got his YouTube channel, What the ABV. He's going to be doing his Thursday tournament that's going to be starting back up again. So I think he's doing it around 7. I'd have to check. It's either 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Budweiser versus Miller High Life. The number 3 spot, basically.
That sounds fun. I like that. That sounds fun, man. That's 4:30 Pacific, so I would be able to hit that up before like I do like beer and jerky, so that'd be perfect.
Yeah. For us in here, I mean, he leaves it in the I think the international beer thing or whatever.
Nice,
For the hangouts. So
awesome.
hopefully
Do you have and then of course Alex Beermaster's got what is it again? I have them in the freezer.
empanadas.
Empanadas, yeah. Make your own or get your frozens, whatever you got. So I got mine. They're little tiny ones, but frozen suckers. But Bumpy said would you say your wife was gonna make some or something like that?
Yeah, she's gonna be making some.
Nice, man. That's cool. That's cool. Well, all right. I mean, what do you miscellaneous? You got anything going on? Whiskey Scout, you nothing or?
Nope.
No, I've not been putting any videos out. With everything that's happened in my life in the last couple of weeks, I've just been do a couple of lives with you guys, and that's going to just have to be good for my week.
Yeah, well, you're working, man. You're working hard, so I'm sure. So all of it. Well, I'm currently out of work at the moment, so I'm kind of working hard around the house. But yeah, you guys are working hard, so I'm sure in your daily thing. So it's hard to keep up with this shit, but no, mine. Like tomorrow, I've got a recipe thing. I try to. I don't really do the whole recipe. I usually like kind of put it all together afterwards, but usually get the basics on Beersmith. Just get the basic stuff down and go over a style. Usually, I study in the morning and kind of like think about what I'm gonna, do and this that, and then put a thing together. But eventually, it'll turn into Wednesday brew day when I get my system rolling, and then Thursday will be jerky and beer with usually miscellaneous is here, and if anyone else wants to show up, you just let me know. Friday and is with Alex, and I try to show up with that and support. And weekends I'm free. I'm doing nothing. I usually give the weekends off, so I might hang out with one of you guys or something. But but no, this has been fun. This has been good. It's been relaxing. We've had a good chat in here, a good roll. I really like the people that have been here, just wonderful people. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything, man. And thank you for the panel here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Whiskey, for showing up. I don't care when you show up. You showed up, and I'm fucking happy about that. That's awesome. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Like I said,
you don't have to be sorry.
And I was like, what can I do? What can I do? I bought that cheese today. What can I put with it? And I'm just looking stout after stout. We go well, but
that's all you have.
It's like you said, it's what it's about. You don't know till you try, really. So
right, exactly, and it comes down to that. You get a cheese, you're like, you study all day long, but you don't know if that's going to really go with it. It's just someone else's palate talking, and it's like, well, no, I want to find out for myself. So it's kind of these are fun. Even with Multi Mondays on, I forgot to mention Multi Monday. With Bumpy Road Brewery, he puts his right here next to me. You put yours up every Monday at 5:00 East our time, 7 to 8 o'clock your time Eastern. But yeah, and even that is cool, is to find out a certain style and kind of get everyone's ideas about what they think of a certain style. His restrictions are a little less now. It's a little more like, let's pick a style, let's go with it, and we'll vote on it, and whatever wins, we do it. Where before it was like a style, and we had to go find that style. Where now it's it's nice, it's easier. He's made it easier on people, and everyone.
It's still the style. It's just
style. Yeah.
Sometimes it's
right. Yeah. Sorry,
sometimes I'm not so nitty picky, but I mean it's
yeah. But no, that's cool. It's it's good. It's fun times, and I so enjoy it. I love being part of everyone's panels, and you guys are great. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead. We'll go ahead and quit this out. All right, 54 minutes. I'm down with that. Sweet. You guys have a good night, chat, and thank you, panel. I'm gonna end this now. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Later.
Later.
Thanks, Beer Man.